Hello Scorpio, welcome back to my channel if you're a returning subscriber. If you're new, thank you for coming. This is a general reading, so aspects of it may apply to you, but it could also apply to somebody else that you're associated with at this time. I work with the 12 houses of the zodiac, the astrological guidance and goddess guidance and destiny cards. If you would like a private reading, then please go to my website. The link is below in the description. And all the information is on there, and you can contact me and we can set a date and time. Okay, let's start off with the houses. I usually shuffle and pull out 3 houses of interest for the month. Okay, we have 5th house coming out first. 5th house is the house of creativity. It's the house of children. It's also the house of love affairs and all sort of risk-taking activities, but also recreational activities, anything that's fun and enjoyable for you. Any sort of recreational activity comes in under this as well. Okay, we've got Neptune. So you could be downloading some very imaginative insights or information at this time, or there could be a little bit of confusion going on, some illusions in play in this house. We'll see now what the goddess guidance says. So it wants to come out. Okay, fairness. So there's some situation occurring in this house to do with some sort of like a judgment or a decision, something like that coming up in this house. Let's pick another house. Oh, there we go. Okay. So the next one is the 1st house. This is everything to do with your physical body, your characteristics, your personality, all your self-oriented interests, and what you project to others, so what they see when you interact with other people. It's also about your personal independence, how you're meeting the world, how you're moving forward in your life, so your outlook in general. But it's everything to do with the physical body and your outer progress as well, the course that you're charting. Okay, so we have North Node, life's purpose, beautiful card to be having in. Things are going to speed up tremendously, but it certainly could be looking like downloads that you're getting, or some kind of insights, realizations, leaps in consciousness. You could also be doing various other things, but North Node is normally positive karma coming to you at this time. Let's get some goddess guidance and try and get an idea of the direction this is taking for you. Okay, blossoming. All right, so certainly something is growing for you, something is taking root, something is taking off, and it's all body related, but it's very good. It's very, very good for you. Your karmic inheritance, your positive karma. You're now getting what some people call on mission, so your life path is becoming apparent if you're not on it already, or some clarity in that regard. We have 2nd house now as well, which is everything to do with your income, self-worth and values and ownership. So whatever you value and own, your possessions, everything to do with that, and land, property, real estate can also come in on this house. So we have earth element, so stability coming in for you. Bottom of the astrological deck is moon soul, so emotions coming in, the past coming in, memories, female influence, and also your moods and your habits coming in as well. So that all may be going through some sort of transformation or revision, or just memories may be coming up in the past and to deal with at this time. And we're going through a really important period where we have to let go of the past so that we can move forward, because this is what the ascension is all about. Let's see what the goddesses say. We've got Butterfly Maiden, yes, so certainly some sort of transformation is going on. Bottom of the goddess deck is Bust Independent. So it's saying that, you know, you need to be independent at this time. Your independence is your foundation. So however that's manifesting for you, whether it's monetarily, so with an income and having your own place to stay, also possibly in your own hobbies and interests, which is self-oriented. And it can also be to do with children or creativity or some sort of pleasurable activity going on. But it certainly looks like there's something to do with children at this time. So you may be under, in the 5th house, you may be under, this could also be inner child. So there could be issues coming up with that. But with Neptune here, it's indicating that, and with Mart, combined with Mart, it's indicating that you're under some kind of illusion, or it could be your children, if you've got children or children around you at this time, whether it's yours or somebody else's. You could be a teacher, but you're under some kind of illusion at the moment. Neptune can do that. It can draw a veil over things, and things become confused and obscured. So it's like the rose-tinted spectacles that can come in with Neptune. It can also make you very vulnerable, and sort of subject to being taken advantage of, or having your energy sucked out from you. It could also be that things are not clear in this house at the moment. There's something going on in the 5th house, in any one of the areas I've mentioned. There's no clarity there, or there's confusion, or there's somebody is under some kind of an illusion, or it could be purposeful, so it could be deceitful. So there could be a deceitful energy going on around this house at this time. And it can also be the house, it's also the card of self-sabotage and self-undoing. So Neptune normally rules Pisces. It's the 12th house, so this can very well be an unconscious situation. So this could be something that you've suppressed. It could be to do with the inner child or your early childhood, but it could also be something that you've suppressed and it's starting to come out now. It could be some self-sabotaging that's going on. But it seems to me that there seems to be some kind of illusion or delusion or deception going on in this house. And it could also be that you are seeing certain things in a way which is not actually the truth. So just be careful with Neptune around. Neptune is a very imaginative card. It can connect you to the divine. So certainly you may be getting, you know, intuitive or psychic impressions and so on. And you've really got to discern what is actually right and what is not, because there's a lot of information and energies flying around at the moment, and you're really going to have to follow your deep inner knowing. And being a Scorpio, you will have that very clearly in mind. So fall back on that, and just keep your feet on the ground in this house at this time, and that will help you to see clearly. You need to be grounded. You need to be actually very clear about everything you say, everything you do in this house at this time, because there could be illusions around, or some kind of misconception, or it could be deliberate. You know, somebody around you may be doing that. So some sort of confusion, or something's not clear at this time. It could also make you very compassionate as well, but just be careful that you're not being sucked in, or you're mixing with the wrong crowd. Or it could be your children perhaps are going in a direction which you are perceiving as being the wrong crowd, and so on, going down a path which is not advisable. It can also cover things like addictions of all kinds, also toxicity. So there could be a toxic situation going on, or some sort of addiction, whatever it may be, and it's affecting in the fifth house in some way. So something needs to be cleared and clarified, and the rose-tinted spectacles need to come off, and you need to get to the truth of a situation. With Mart fairness coming in, this situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. So it seems to me that if children are involved, perhaps you are going through a situation where their future or your future, or something to do with them in your life, or you in their life. She's saying that whatever the situation is, whether it's legal or in some other way, fairness, will come in, that this situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. So what you need to do in this situation is actually look at the greater good. Neptune can sometimes be what it says there about sacrifice. So this is about an ego death of some kind that needs to happen. So perhaps you need to surrender certain ego issues at this time for the greater good of the children involved, or yourself, or whatever the situation is in the fifth house. So some sort of handing over to the universe to come up with the very best solution at this time, and not being attached to a specific outcome which may not be in everybody's best interest. Okay, so just think on that. See where it is perhaps that you are in some kind of illusion, or things are not clear. And just be careful. Scandals can also come out as well with the Neptune card. So but generally it's a situation where there's clarity is not around, and you need to be grounded in all your decisions and all your communications and so on. So but Mart is here to say that this situation, whatever is occurring in the fifth house, will be handled in a fair and just manner. It could also be to do something to do with your creativity. Perhaps you're working on a creative project, and perhaps there's some issue going on there at this time, and perhaps there's a difference of opinion, or some kind of splitting of the ways, or it could be that your input has been muddied, got in the muddied waters somewhere along the line. And again, Mart is coming in to say that, this issue will be handled in a just and fair manner. With the first house, as I said, everything to do with the body, what you're projecting, what people are seeing when they see you, your personality, your characteristics, but it's also your personal independence. And you've got Bast coming in here. So this is very important for you at this time. You need to be independent in whatever way is appropriate for you. So this may be physically, so where you live, and the people around you, and so on. And it could also be with certain physical routines that you may be going through. So perhaps it's a sort of a physical fitness regime or something like that. But your independence is going to be important, and to look after your body at this time. But there's some sort of new path which is opening up for you. So in this house, as I said, it's how you meet the world in general, your personal independence. It's also about your hobbies and interests, things that are very personal to you. It's your outlook, and your physical appearance. All of that is wrapped up in the first house, but it's what you're projecting to others, what they are seeing at this time. So there's some sort of door which is opening up for you now, but this is going to be quite a jolt. This is normally a fast-moving epiphany, or a turning point which is coming for you. So it's going to be quite dramatic. It may be purely internal, so an internal shift, some inner knowing, inner realization, or it could be pure, external, some external manifestation, a relocation, or a change of direction or path, or the way you have been living your life up until this point. And this is not unusual in these times of ascension which we're going through currently. Everybody is facing some sort of shift in some way, and this is all good. It all needs to happen. So, but this is a life's purpose. So this is about finding your life's purpose. So destiny is written all over this card. So your destiny is coming for you in some way. A door, or a series of doors are going to open up for you, and you really need to put your past to rest. So deal with any past issues, deal with any unresolved issues that may be coming up right now. Forgive circumstances, forgive your your part in certain things that may have unfolded. You don't need to forgive the person that perpetrated certain things or the situation which you found yourself under, but you can forgive the situation so that you can release yourself from that, so it's not chaining you to that event or that experience forevermore, because your energy is going to be sort of trapped there, and you need to move forward. You need to harness all your energy to move forward now in a different direction. And so to release yourself from that, you have to go through some various forgiveness techniques, and also to see the purpose of the situation so that you can release yourself. Once you've released yourself, then you can move forward. But this could be quite a jolt. As I said, it could be really quite a big event in your life, and it's going to propel you forward in some way. And I do feel it's going to be like a realization shift or some sort of leap for you, where you will just know that this is the direction you have to go in now. But it's about your getting on purpose, getting on your mission, finding your way. It's you navigating forward now, into a world which you want to live in, the kind of world that you want to live in, and you can make it as beautiful and as fantastic as you want, but it's about your intention. It's about the kind of world that you want to create. And this is about perception as well, and what you're projecting to others, because what you're going to project outwards is ultimately what people are going to see, and how they're going to assist you going forward. Because with this card, you're going to have soul connections or soulmates coming to you to assist you at this time. So you're going to be gathering people around you who have some kind of connection with you, and whether it's a collaboration or they're just going to assist you in various ways to move forward. So it's a kind of a gathering, a magnetization of you to other people who are like-minded or like you, and that's going to help you to move forward. So you could be just discovering something, some sort of, as I said, it could be an inner discovery, an inner realization, or it could be external, which is going to push you forward. But it really is a very, very important event, and you need to embrace it, because it's going to push you now into the future. But you can only do that once you've let go of the past and dealt with any residual issues. You also have Arakura blossoming. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself and the process, and do not give up. So this may have already occurred, or the beginnings of it are coming for you now, and it certainly seems to me that something is already within your energy. But it's what it's saying is that whatever path is opening up for you now, whatever door is opening up for you now, just be patient with yourself and do not give up on this path. Just keep going, because she's saying that you're only just at the very beginning stage of this new world which you're going to be moving into, this new realization or this new attitude or this new situation. You're really at the very beginning of it, so you're still in the shaping stage, but that to just stick with it as and be patient with yourself and the process, and do not give up. This is also about getting into nature, and spending as much time as you can in the outdoors amongst the plants and the trees and so on, because she's very much involved with the plant kingdom. So this is flower essences, flowers, plants, anything like that. And you may just find at this time that you may be using flower essences or any of the healing remedies from the plant kingdom to assist you at this time with certain issues. But they're going to help you in some way. So do your research, try different things, whether it's Bach flower remedies or other essences or anything that you can find. Any sort of natural plant wisdom is going to assist you now. It could be essential oils, using essential oils either to assist you at this time or to work with them. You may be working with them now. Perhaps you're doing vibratory medicine, which comes from the plant kingdom, or you could be using the essential oils in some way to help others. So it could be helping others, or you could be helping yourself, or you could be learning more about plant essences and everything to do with that. But it really is harnessing nature at this time to assist you. But it is literally about the unfolding, the blossoming of this way of life, or this new path that you're going to be going on. We have second house. This is, as a house, as I said, is about ownership, but it's about your income. So how your income is coming to you at this time, and possibly with Erakura blossoming, you are now, perhaps you're getting additional streams of income, or you're going in a different path, or you're trying something to bring in additional income for yourself, or just something that is very close to your heart. This, all of us should be following our heart at this time, and pursuing things which we love to do, because from that everything blossoms, and that is what she's talking about. So something that is close to your heart, something that you love to do, whether it's a hobby, which came up with the first house, your hobbies and your interests, but also with the fifth house, it's about your creativity, your particular brand, your individuality, your stamp on things. So it's everything about that. Possibly you're looking at additional streams of income now, but it could also be about ownership of things. So all your possessions, a lot of us are actually getting rid of possessions which we don't require, or you may be moving in a direction towards things which you do want to surround yourself with. These are life-enhancing things that are going to do you good and are going to serve you in some way. So our value systems are changing, which is what the second house is about as well. Our value systems, what you value in yourself, what you value in others, have probably undergone quite a massive overhaul at this time. So, the love of yourself and of your family, or of a friend or of a partner, and less material, I would say, at this time. So, everything is getting an overhaul. So your value systems are going to be looked at, and your self-worth, which is what you value in yourself. But your self-worth may also be having an overhaul of some kind. And certainly with the first house, that will come in. How you value yourself. Do you love yourself? Do you love your inner child? What are you doing in your life to support your inner child and your self-worth and your personal values, the things that you hold high in high regard? And top of that must be self-worth and self-love. So, fill up your cup, spoil yourself, look after yourself, look out for yourself as well, which is another second house aspect, because it's tied in with self-worth and with your income and how you value yourself at this time. It could also be about land issues. You've got earth element coming in, and that certainly does deal with property, land, real estate, things like that. So you may be either purchasing something, perhaps you're purchasing something and you now want to start growing your own food or growing certain things, getting back to nature, certain things like that. It could also be that you are wanting to spend more time in nature, and you're thinking about how you can do this, or you may be changing your property portfolio at this time to be more beneficial for you. So all of those aspects could be coming in. We've got earth element stability here, so everything to do with earthy interests and the earthy domain is coming in. So this can be property, it can be land, it can be monetary, and the accumulation of funds, the accumulation of money. As I said, additional streams of income, doing things that you love, because from that naturally abundance will come. And it's also about being methodical, being systematic about what you want to do. And whether this is, it could also be that the income that you have got, utilizing it better, or you're utilizing it in a way which is close to your heart, which is going to be beneficial in the long run. So because earth element is about the long run, this is about laying foundations for life. So this is, what are you going to do now in the present moment, because that is where we create. We don't create from the past, we don't create from the future, we create from the present. What are you doing in the present moment to shape your future? What are you doing to support yourself and your best interests going forward? That is what this is all about at the moment. So with earth element, it can also be that things are beginning to solidify for you. So perhaps you're starting to see the results of things that have been going on in your life in the second house. You're starting to see results, or you're starting to find your way, or ideas are starting to coalesce for you. But always be methodical, be practical, and be systematic about it. Get close to the earth, spend time in nature, gardening, whatever is right for you, whatever is your medium to get back to nature, make sure that you do that. And if you live in a flat and you've only got a little balcony, then make sure that you've got plants, that you've got plant life around you that you can tend to and sit amongst and enjoy. So everything to do with earth, but also this card does cover other aspects, which is about um, your attitudes and your beliefs, but also your points of view, which at this time, as I said, are going to get an overhaul. Some decision or some action is required with this card, but what you need to do is examine. You may have some very fixed beliefs or very fixed points of view, or very almost like old-fashioned ideas about things that have passed their best now. You actually need to have a little bit of a revision and to try new things, and that is where the action comes in. So trying something new, as I said, you could be changing your stream of income, trying something new, putting yourself out there in some way. Erikura is saying that you're just starting to blossom. So whatever is going on for you, don't be afraid to try new things. This is about letting go of fear, and certainly with the fifth house coming in as well, and with Neptune, you could have a few self-sabotaging beliefs or sort of motivations or complexities within yourself which are holding you back. And with the life's purpose card, North Node, these things have held you back for too long now. You need to let go of them so that you can catapult yourself forward. So examine ideas or beliefs or attitudes that you have, or sort of your programming. It's your inner programming which is saying to you that this is the way it's been, this has worked for me in the past, this is the way I'm going to keep on with this. You need to actually look at different points of view. You need to try new things, and you need to take action on new things, and don't be afraid to try different things, because somewhere in there you're going to find your way, you're going to find your path, and you're going to bring this abundance or this stability even more so into your life. So these could be inherited ideas about yourself and about certain situations, or about your material possessions. Don't become so bogged down in material possessions and material ideas that you can't break yourself free from that. You need to leave the matrix now and move forward in a new direction, which is going to enhance you and yourself, your personal independence, and your family, whatever is your situation, to go carry yourself forward now into the future. So let go of self-limiting beliefs or ideas or old ways of thinking which just don't serve you anymore now. So have a look at that and see. You have Butterfly Maiden transformation. You are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. So what she's saying is that the changes and transformations that are going on around you, and the path which is now opening up for you, which was covered by the North Node. Okay, North Node is a new path, your mission, your life path, your purpose, your destiny, whatever you want to call it, your fate is opening up for you now. So important doors are going to be opening, and you need to walk through them. Don't be afraid of the change. Don't be afraid to make changes. Let go, let go, let go, and move forward onto your path, because what's on the other side is going to literally propel you into your dreams. Your dreams are on the other side of these changes, on the other side of these transformations. So open yourself up, be willing to change, be willing to try new things. And because Scorpio, you are a fixed sign, so you don't like change, you don't handle change well, you don't you like to just stay as you are. But in this case, in the world as we are at the moment, and with the ascension process, change is growth. Change is going to bring you what you need. So on the other side of this is what you're requiring. It's your dreams coming true, which is the North Node as well. So your wildest dreams, your most heartfelt dreams about yourself and your moving forward in your life, all of this is possible now, but you've got to go through this transformation process. It may be difficult, or it may be a little bit tricky while you're going through, but your attitude and your determination, and as I said with the first house, this is about your attitude, your personal independence, how you're meeting the world. And Erikura is saying you're just getting started, so have patience, do not give up, trust the process. and you will be led to where you need to be, which is the North Node card. That is, you're going to find yourself in the right place at the right time. Be open to change, be open to trying new things, open your mind, and accept that change is inevitable now. But this is a very inevitable change for you. Don't fear it. You have Butterfly Maiden here. This is a wonderful transformation you're going to be going through. And just to accept it and to move forward and embrace it. And your attitude and your positivity around this will determine a fantastic outcome for you. So she's surrounded with butterflies, so this could be springtime. Something is manifesting for you, or it could be just with the a turn of the season, but it's like a freeing. Something is being freed within you, but you just have to go through that cyclical transformation, and then you can fly. As I said, we've got bottom of the astrological deck is Moon Soul. So this is your moon is your everything to do with your habits. It's your emotional life. So emotions are going to be high at this time. There's going to be cycles happening because it's ruled by the moon. So you may be down one day and up the next, or it can change from several times during a day. All of us are having that. You're not alone in that. So your emotions may be going through cycles. And this is also about your moods and your habits. So be very careful what you're projecting from a mood point of view. And this is where the first house comes in as well. And also about the earth element, taking action to release certain mindsets and beliefs that you have, or to free yourself from habits and behaviors which have held you back up till now. So examine that and see where you can change and improve on that. But it's, as I said, it's about your emotions and how you're approaching things. This is about following your instincts, your intuitions, and your internal guidance, okay? Always listen to your internal guidance. No matter what is going on around you, always follow that. This can also be about spending a lot of time in the past, like nostalgia, sentimentality, all of these things. So this is fine to look in your rear view mirror, but there's a reason why the rear view mirror is small, okay? Your windshield is massive because that's where you want to go. Your rear view is small. You don't want to live there. You don't want to be so deep in the past that you can't transform and move forward. Let go of the past. You can take your wisdom and your understanding from that, realize what happened in the past had a purpose, had a meaning, embrace it, accept it, and then let it go. And move forward. This can also be to do with your health and your diet. So nurturing of yourself. Nurture yourself right now. Make sure your diet is pristine. You're getting enough sleep, meditation, all of these things. So this is about self-nurturing and also nurturing of others. So you may have a family or people around you which you are nurturing as well. But with the moon card, you may need to retreat periodically just to replenish. You can't give from an empty cup. You need to actually have a full cup, and you can only do that by self-love and looking after yourself and just spending time in your own company. Retreat and withdraw periodically to rebalance and to recenter and to harness your energies. You will be led forward at this time. So cookery may be coming in as well, handcrafts, anything that is sort of enjoyable and pleasurable for you. The moon, where your moon is in your chart, it symbolizes where you go to rest and relax. So make sure that you're getting enough time with that, and watch your moods and your habits and change what you need to in order to go through this transformation. Then we have Bast, independent. She's saying your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. She has a feline heritage, so you may, on a very simple note, need to get a cat as a pet, because they are the epitome of independence. They look after you psychically, they look after your psychic energy, they look after your home, they are wonderful creatures to learn from when it comes to independence, and so you may be needing that in your life just at this time. But otherwise, what it is indicating is that your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. So your personal independence, which came up with your first house, is important. So whatever is your situation, ensure that your living situation, you are independent, or that in your creative field, if you're in the creative field, that you are independent. Because this is going to, it gives you perspective on yourself and your world. Okay, if you get absorbed and you lose your way, or you're stuck in a situation where that is not the case, do everything possible that you can to move forward. And I feel a door is going to be opening for you. So an opportunity may be presented to you, or somebody from your soul group, which is the North Node that brings your soul group in. Somebody from there may offer you something, may offer you a place to stay, or a path, or an opportunity, or a trip somewhere, or some alternative. Something is going to be offered to you. Some sort of doorway is going to open up. And what she's saying is that ensure that you go after this, and that you maintain your independence through this situation. And then you can't go wrong, because this is also about positivity. It's about having a victorious outcome to situations. Always, be focused on the positive. Speak positive about yourself. Your internal talk should be positive. Your thoughts and your words are very, very important at this time. All of us, our manifestations are coming back to us really quickly. So, if you're thinking positive and speaking positive, then then the universe has a framework in which to deliver what it is that you require. And then I'm just going to give you do a destiny card draw now for you. Okay, this one wants to come up. Pleasure. Okay. So this is coming up with the 5th house. 5th house is all about that. Whether this is pleasure in a love affair, or pleasure in your activities, your whatever it is that you do, your creative activities. It could be to do with children. So, what it's saying is that with all of this going on, that don't forget to enjoy yourself and to have a little bit of fun, because when you're grappling with internal or external shifts and changes, and you're feeling down, and you need to make a decision, the best thing to do is to just go out and have fun, or go and do something which is a fun-filled activity for you. And as soon as you do that, you let go of control, and you let go about, your worries recede, and your ego is out of the way, and then the universe can manifest, can bring you and show you what it is that you can do, or assist you to make the decision that you need to make. So make sure that you're enjoying pleasurable activities, having fun, and so on, and that will help to lift the atmosphere and to lift your energy, lift your vibration, and that will assist you to move forward as well. And certainly with the 1st house, this is about looking after yourself and self-care. So do everything that you can for self-care, and do pleasurable things for yourself, things that you enjoy doing, and that will help to lift you and raise your vibration, and things will start to fall into place for you. Okay, Scorpio, hope you enjoyed that. Do take care, and I will see you next time.